All right, for
Yeah,
sure.
yeah. Let's go.
Retro Jersey Podcast, tune in, episode 7. Got a big show ahead got a big show ahead for everybody today. How y'all feeling though?
Yeah.
Good.
Had a crazy day yesterday. Big blockbuster trade, as you would say.
Yes.
So got James Harden going to the Nets. Houston in return is getting Victor Oladipo, 4 first-round picks, 4 first-round swaps. Indiana was able to trade Karis LeVert, trade for Karis LeVert, so they got Karis LeVert for Victor Oladipo, and the Cavs got Jared Allen, and Taurean Prince. So, how y'all feel about that trade and your whole assumption of what happened yesterday?
You can go ahead, AC. Take the rip.
Uh, in a way, I was disappointed in the trade. I was disappointed because of the fact how both guys, Kyrie and James Harden, acted for the last couple of weeks. You know, they've been trending with Kyrie absence and James Harden just, I don't know what he doing, just acting a fool. You know what I'm saying? So I was disappointed with that. But as far as with the Rockets getting Victor, I feel like that's a nice team now. Like I feel like the Rockets will be like on the right path. You know what I'm saying? I feel like they will all play together. It ain't one person will try to take on the shine and stuff, even though they are, all stars and stuff.
Okay.
The Cavs, man, there's some big niggas on the team, bro. They all big as hell, bro. Everybody in there 7 foot, G.
They big bodies out there.
Bro, to me, that I feel like that's what you really need to also in the game now because rebounds or something because they shoot a lot of threes, so you're gonna have to collect a lot of rebounds. So that'll be decent for the Cavs and stuff. The Pacers.
They got Harris.
LeVert went to the Pacers.
Yeah, and a 2023 second round pick.
I don't know how to feel about the Pacers.
Yeah, they ain't come up.
Yeah, they still on a forever rebuild. So shit, I don't know.
How you feel, Larry, about the total trade?
So yeah, no, I kind of agree with AC. I don't like how James Harden went about it. So from like a fan standpoint and just a fan of the NBA, I don't like it, but he got exactly what he wanted. That's where he wanted. That was one of the places he wanted to go. He forced his way out of Houston and he got there. Houston didn't get left behind in this trade, which is good. They actually came up quite a bit, at least for the future's sake. And they got a solid team right now to kind of build around with Victor Oladipo, John Wall, and DeMarcus Cousins. The Nets, they just picked up James Harden. They lost a lot of defense and a lot of size down low. Like they lost Jared Allen, but they did keep DeMarcus Cousins. That's okay, but it's still like Jared Allen was a future DeMarcus Cousins almost.
And DeAndre Jordan.
Or what I say, DeMarcus Cousins? Yeah, DeAndre Jordan. My bad. So losing Jared Allen, that's a big piece. Losing Taurean Prince, another big piece as to why they were a pretty solid team. Karis LeVert, he's replaceable, but he fit well with the Brooklyn Nets, but he's replaceable. So I'm not too hurt at that. But yeah, I mean, you got James Harden, Kyrie, KD now. Now it's championship or bust. Like it was kind of championship or bust before James got there, but now it's like if y'all don't win a championship, it's almost like a failed season. So that's big. But then again, we don't know what is going on with Kyrie. So we don't know how the Brooklyn Nets are going to look at the end of the year. If Kyrie is still even going to be there or whatnot. So that'll be interesting. But I think James Harden, KD, I think they can play together. I think all three of them can play together and kind of strive well. It'll be the bench that I think is going to be the biggest thing that they need to kind of be concerned about. Cavaliers, they got better. Like AC said, they got bigger. I like Jared Allen going there. He's a piece that can fit in pretty much anywhere. I think aside from James Harden, even more so than Victor Oladipo, Jared Allen was one of the most important people in this kind of
Trade.
package. Yeah, because he has a lot of value to a team. A lot more than like Dante Exum and some of the other people. So I think Cavaliers got better. Not necessarily scoring wise or anything, but they got better as a team, like as a whole. So yeah, I think Steve Nash. I want to know kind of what Steve Nash feels right now. I wonder if he's like how he feels about this whole situation. I'd like to hear him speak because it's gonna be a big year for Steve Nash. He's gonna have a lot of eyes on him as well. Now that James is there too, I think people are gonna be critiquing him just as strongly as they're gonna be critiquing that team. So, Steve Nash, I'd like to hear what he has to say. I think he kind of won and lost in this situation because he's been thrust right into it now. So yeah,
rush right now.
Yeah.
yeah.
The Nets, I personally don't like the trade just because I feel like similar to where the Clippers were before they got Kawhi and Paul George. You looked at the Brooklyn Nets like, okay, they're like one piece away from being real contenders. And I feel like now this team is completely different than what the reason everybody came. Now it's a completely different team.
The gameplay different. Everybody gonna have to learn how to feed the ball to all three of their ass now, bro.
Yeah, at first Brooklyn was really deep with like so many pieces, so many people coming off the bench, but now you really just reduce yourself to 3-star players and a lot of egos and a lot of just sharing the ball and shot attempts. I don't really see them. Me personally, I don't see because before I feel like it was going to go to the finals. I don't think this team is better in the finals than the team they had before. That might be a hot take, but that's how I feel.
I think we kind of all felt the same way. Like before James getting there, we all said that they championship quality as is. Like, and we all said that they didn't need James Harden because of like all their depth. So they did give up their depth. And yeah, like you said, that's gonna be interesting. I still think that they are a championship contending team, but it might have been even more so. They might have been even better without James than who they had in like a 7-game finals series. Just with that depth. So yeah, I kind of agree with you on that point.
But then again, with them going with that trade, bro, with them going with that shit, I feel like they know what they're doing. In a way, bro, I feel like they still could overcome this team that they just get. You know what I'm saying? Even though they just got James Harden, they didn't need it, but I feel like they're gonna find a way to overcome. You know what I'm saying? The little chemistry that we think that they ain't gonna have, whatever.
Okay, but dealing with Kyrie from the start of the season and them that being the issue, and then now getting James Harden, and now there's another issue you have to deal with. I don't understand why you would make that move. In my opinion.
To me, it's politics. Like Kyrie can't pull strings like LeBron can, to get motherfuckers on his team. I feel like so in order to get what he wanted, I feel like that's what he had to do. You know what I'm saying?
I don't think that was his. I'll get right to you after this, Larry. I don't think that was his reason for sitting out those games. I don't think it was a way to get James Harden there. I think that's a separate issue, and now you adding another issue to the team. I don't think that was like, when James Harden comes, I'm happy with him. That wasn't his intention.
Maybe they picked up James and they felt they needed to get James because of the lack of knowing what Kyrie's gonna do. Maybe they got James for Kyrie, like instead of Kyrie, I guess, kind of almost in spite of Kyrie. Because with James being there now, I'm okay with trading Kyrie if I need to. He doesn't have a no trade clause in his contract, so it's not like you can't trade him. I'm okay with trading Kyrie. Now that I got James and KD, like if Kyrie's gonna do that, he's already showed you that basketball is not his main priority right now. So if I'm trying to win a championship, I can't have people on my team that's main priority is not basketball. And Kyrie's not. Even though we don't know what's going on. It could be something serious, family or whatever. We don't know. But just from outside looking in, it doesn't seem like he committed to basketball. So I wouldn't mind shipping Kyrie. And you could probably get some depth back for Kyrie. And then you still got James Harden and Kevin Durant on your team. So I think this could have been almost like, in case Kyrie start fucking around, we can just ship him out of here.
So you think it's a chess move? Like if you're gonna keep playing, we got somebody to replace you.
Exactly. We got somebody. We already replaced you, and we can go ahead and ship you out and get some depth back that we need.
They can get some big men.
Exactly. And then if you ship Kyrie off, you don't need another star with James Harden and KD. You can just get you like 2, maybe 3 solid ass role players for James, and maybe even get or for Kyrie, and maybe even get a pick.
So you think Kyrie just having a problem with the organization?
No,
With Steve Nash being the coach?
I don't even think it's that. I honestly think it's just him tweaking. Like he's been doing this forever.
Yeah.
And then like he wanted Steve Nash to get there. Like he championed Steve Nash coming, and then he ended up saying like, "Oh, we don't need a coach." But it's like, bro, what are you talking about? You championship this dude to come here, or champion him to come here. So I don't no, I don't think it's a thing with the Brooklyn Nets. I think that's just something with Kyrie. Like this is kind of always some of the stuff that he's done. That dude was on a video call during the game that they had the other day. Like he was on a video call for some organization or something. And it's just like, yo, what are you doing? Like you got a game. Did you not know that you had a game at the stadium, down the road from you? So I don't know. This might, like Miles was saying, this might just be a nice little chess piece to go ahead and get Kyrie up out of there, because he already shown you what he truly is. So I'm gonna ask you.
I do like that perspective, mostly because, like you said, we don't know exactly what's up with Kyrie, and you can't. I feel like he's doing that because he knows he can hold the team hostage. And I think with James Harden there, you don't get to just miss games anymore, because now we're like, okay, well, we don't need you.
Exactly.
Games, he missed more games. This is possible they could trade him then.
Yeah, I mean, if he keeps acting up, he has to come back soon. So if he keeps acting up, you definitely could trade him. Trade deadline is 2-3 months away, so it's like there's a lot of time.
Here's the next question.
That's why I like this move.
Here's the next question: would it be a problem for Kyrie to actually get another job in the NBA?
Maybe, but somebody will take him. Somebody will take him. And
do they actually want to deal with that type of shit though? Like I can't rely on you just gonna be missing games. I don't know what nigga. Like, come on.
Somebody gonna take him though. Somebody will take Kyrie. Like some bad team would pay for Kyrie, and that would allow you. Like you wouldn't be getting Kyrie back for Kyrie. I'm not saying that you'll get equal value, but the value that you'll get from Kyrie with what you need for the Brooklyn Nets would be great, because you could get role players. You would be able to get some very good role players for Kyrie Irving, even in this state that he's in right now. Somebody would pay for Kyrie. Somebody would definitely give you some good stuff for Kyrie. So yeah, I think it's a move. I think it's a very smart move. They did give up a lot, but you know what I'm saying? You got a nice little insurance policy right now, because you have Kyrie Irving in the bag. So I don't know. It'd be interesting.
So James Harden out of Houston. How do you feel about Houston now? I mean, I feel like they have a lot of great pieces, or very good to great pieces in Houston. You get a lot of draft picks back. You don't really lack talent-wise in being a competitive basketball team. So how we look at them moving forward?
I'm giving them by the end of the season like probably 5th seed in the West, 5th seed in the West, because like I feel like that team right now is so underrated. They probably gonna be like looked upon, like down upon, because they ain't get James Harden no more. They probably gonna look the same no more. But I feel like they gonna get further into the playoffs now, because they're not dependent on one person. They're not dependent on one person to actually just trying to connect all them 3 shots, and they're not playing as little no more like they were. They got DeMarcus Cousins now.
That's a good point. We haven't seen Houston without playing through James Harden.
Yeah.
Right.
So I didn't even think about that. Like it has been like main, James Harden dribble the ball up, James Harden initiates the offense. So seeing Houston play as a team versus like running the ball through James Harden, that's gonna be interesting. I didn't even think about that.
Look, by having 2 injury backcourt players, Victor Oladipo and John Wall, that's not putting too much pressure on either one of them, because eventually both of them can take off, and then at the same time, you know what I'm saying, in the paint, won't miss a shot. Hopefully DeMarcus helps enough, you know what I'm saying, to hold that paint down.
DeMarcus gonna do him. He gonna do him.
So now they have
not just DeMarcus, I'm Christian Woods too, bro. I'm gonna get Woods is low key slept on too, bro. So that, like I said, that's a well fit team right now. Like I could actually see that's a Rocket team, bro. Like an actual team that's gonna work together.
I feel that. I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at that at all.
So right now they have the backcourt of John Wall, Victor Oladipo, I don't know who plays the 3 for them, but you have DeMarcus Cousins, Christian Wood. You still have Eric Gordon on the team.
Mm-hmm.
Was House. You have some pieces there that are,
Yeah.
you have some pieces there that are experienced and know how to play. So I see them being in the playoffs. I wouldn't go as high as 5th seed. I'd probably say 7th or 8th if they can squeak in. Or even if they don't make the playoffs this year, they're still going to be competitive.
They're going to do some damage next year, though, because they're going to pick up some decent ass players and shit in there for next season.
Yeah, so, they got those draft picks. What they got, 4?
4, and then they got 4 swaps. So they back into it because we remember they lost all of their draft picks for the next 4 years in that trade when they traded Chris Paul. Yeah. So it's like now they're back, can start scouting again and stuff like that. So it's they're definitely in a better position and got as much.
James Harden fucked them over, bro. They did all that bullshit. They lost a lot of shit just because they wanted to make James Harden happy. Now they bought in left and stuff.
Yeah.
So I don't think 5th seed this year. So I'm gonna disagree with you on that, AC. I think they're more so gonna be like maybe they'll probably be like 10th. Maybe be able to fight for that last play-in game. For the playoffs.
What team this season y'all gonna put over the Rockets? Before you answer that, mind you the type of gameplay the Rockets gonna play now. The IQ of John Wall and Victor Oladipo.
I would have to see them play first to give them that type of leverage and trust. But I will say that the West is already as is with us. This missing Houston was pretty crowded in terms of quality teams. So now you have another quality team in Houston. I'm gonna give them respect, but I don't see them moving too many spots ahead of where they are right now. So
I'm saying like they're gonna.
If they're the player, you don't see them be in Utah or you don't see them be in the Nuggets.
I got to see how they play first.
Yeah. So we definitely got to see how they play, and that's what I'm saying. Like I feel like it's gonna be like they might be able to play for that last play-in spot, but next year I think it's gonna be a different story because they will have had this time to gel together because. You got John Wall and Victor Oladipo, who have never played together, in their lives.
They still got 70 games left, bro. This is the beginning of the season.
That's what I'm saying. This year, it's not going to gel together that year. And then Victor's out right now too, or at least his day-to-day. He didn't play his last game, so we don't know how many games Vic is going to play this year. And like they're all really good players. What I'm saying is getting into a completely new system, like Houston itself. Has to completely revamp their entire system now because for the last 5 or 6 years they've been playing through James Harden. They don't have that luxury anymore. So now they have to figure out who's going to be the primary ball handler, who's going to be doing this at certain times and things like that. So that takes more than one season, or that takes a season at least to kind of figure out.
I feel like the primary ball handler will be John Wall, of course.
You said what?
I would have John Wall the primary ball handler.
Huh?
I said I wouldn't make. I would have to play off half and half between Vic and John. I wouldn't make John the primary ball handler though. I agree. Would really be a primary ball handler in their backcourt. You have Eric Gordon, Eddie Howe. Everybody's able to dribble the ball and be effective. I wouldn't put it all on John Wall. Also,
yeah, my bad. When I said primary ball handler, I just meant like the primary point guard per se, because I think that they're of course going to be using they're going to be a real team now. Like they're going to be a 5-stack team. To where everybody has that role. But yeah, when I say primary ball handler, I just meant basically point guard who's going to be initiating the offense. Okay. But yeah, I feel kind of that 50-50 between John Wall and Victor Oladipo might be that perfect.
I feel like it's mostly going to be John Wall because like you said, right now Victor day-to-day. And then on top of that, I feel like John Wall overall can move the ball better than Victor.
Yeah.
So, yeah. I think it's going to be the primary ball handler and stuff, so.
Yeah, next year I'll give you like top 5 seed, maybe even like top 6. Yeah, about top 6. I'll give you that. But we got to see how they play this year. We got to see how they gel together.
When they first game.
Also, I don't know if I see them yet really making a championship run in the playoffs.
No.
Yeah, like if anything next year, they'll probably be like a nice little contender. Maybe not championship contender, but Western Conference contender. And yeah, but championship aspirations, no, they're probably about two years off at least, maybe even 3.
The other team that was involved in trade, Indiana, Now, Indiana has been a steady team for a while when you felt like they were missing that star in order to get over the hump. It could Karis LeVert be that young budding star for them?
No,
You're not buying it?
nah. I like Karis LeVert. But he's a great. He'll be a great point guard. Like he'll be a great offensive initiator and
He's not
kind
a
of.
guard, though. He's a small forward.
Oh shit! I know that last Nets game I watched. That dude was bringing the ball up like a point guard. Like they had him running point. But that's interesting. I didn't know that. So he has some size to him. I don't know if he'll be that though. I see him being a good player, but like franchise changing or kind of
He's
being
averaging
that.
26 points a game.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't know. I don't know. Maybe then. I just know when I like from the eye test, like what I was seeing like really good point guard potential or like potential, but not franchise changing potential. But no, I mean that would be interesting. I didn't know he was averaging that many points, but then again, I wasn't looking at stats on him. That was just like eye test type shit.
He's a little inconsistent, but he does have big games though. Like he's had a couple of 50-point games in his career so far. So it's like I don't know what it is, but it'll be interesting to see him in Indiana where it's not all on him. They have a system that's going to get them to the playoffs every year. So it's like maybe you just need that person who's a closer who can just pop up every now and then, And when TJ Warren comes back, that'll be a nice little Malcolm Brogdon, TJ Warren, Karis LeVert, Sabonis, Miles Turner. It's a nice starting five.
Yeah. So this year, what's it called? Karis, he's averaging 18 points a game.
Okay.
But I'm looking at what you say. Yeah, he's had some games though.
Got some.
So yeah, I don't know, but it's the inconsistency. Because when I was watching like the games I've watched him in, I've seen like flashes of like, oh shit, like yo, he got it. But then it's like flashes of like, oh snap, like nah, he's not that yet. So I don't know. I don't know. Personally, I think the Pacers got the worst out of all these trades. Like they got the lowest kind of deal. What did they give up? Do you know what they gave up?
They gave up Victor Oladipo, obviously, and I believe a draft pick, but maybe second round. But another thing to note is that Victor Oladipo was planning on leaving Indiana because this is his last year of his deal.
Oh, okay. So that's good. That's
also something for Houston to worry about because you don't know if Victor Oladipo is going to resign to you.
True.
So,
especially if he can go to like LA or something like that.
Right.
But it's gonna be hard on his case though. Like you said, he always hurt, bro. So I don't know if people want to keep picking him up because he hurt.
I'll take Victor Oladipo over Dennis.
Unless he start looking real good, he got to look good on the Rockets first before he start making another move and shit.
That's true. Contract.
You taking Victor over Kyle Kuzma too, right?
Yeah, of course. Right now, yeah, exactly. Of course.
That's what I'm saying. Like he could. I didn't even realize this is his last.
Right now, bro. Like as much right now, have I seen Victor been day to day? Right, ain't really seen too much from Victor. Kuzma healthy as hell. Still ain't seen shit. Like, come on now.
Exactly. Yo, that nigga Kuz just be pulling.
Bro, you not Kobe, bro. What the fuck?
Yeah, he just be pulling. He think that LeBron playing with him. Like.
Right, he just on some JR shit right now. He just gliding because he knows LeBron gonna carry his ass all the way there, bro. Like, come on. He ain't showed me nothing, bro. He ain't showed me nothing.
I'm not impressed by Kyle at all.
Yeah. Speaking of Kuzma and the Lakers, like Lakers right now, I believe they're number one seed in the West at 9-3. They've been looking really great. They have 3 straight wins by blowouts. So Lakers, double part question. Lakers, are they the best team in the West? And 2, who do you really see a team in the East like Brooklyn beating them in the finals?
Yeah.
Yes, both questions.
One, I feel like
go ahead. The second question. That's what I said. Yeah.
No, I'm saying, are they the best team in the West? That's basically the first question.
Yeah, I feel like they're the best team in the West because I feel like there's a lot of teams in the West still rebuilding right now. Like so much swaps and shit happening out of nowhere. So and in the beginning of the season, the Lakers already know who they wanted, who they taking. So yes, I feel like they the best team in the West right now.
They're showing their veterancy for sure. They're the best team. But as I look at it, like the West is decent, but it's just a lot of fuck shit that's going on in the West right now. Like the injuries in the West is what was really killing. I think the fact that we just got Staps back, um, that would have been interesting to see if Staps would have been healthy, Chris Staps Porzingis the whole year in Dallas, where they would be placed right now. Um, the Suns, I think they still got some developing. Portland's they've kind of found their rhythm. It took them a little long to find their rhythm, but they're kind of back into it.
They still need big men.
Yeah, they still need some shit. But yeah, the Lakers are just the best. I don't even know. I mean, you got Bron and AD, like fuck.
Hey, let's say this though: is without Bron, is the Lakers still a contender team?
No, not at all.
No.
You don't think so?
I don't think any LeBron team is even good without LeBron because it's so constructed around LeBron James. You saw it with Cleveland. All he did was leave, and they became the worst team, and everybody was still there. So, I don't see – I think that team is perfectly – one of LeBron's best constructed teams around him is the one he has right now.
Oh, even more so than the Cavaliers with Kyrie, Kevin Love, and Kyle Korver?
I do believe that because you have to remember they select people like Darren Williams, Iman Shumpert, and random players on the bench. You know, I don't think there's any random player on the Lakers bench right now. They're all. I mean, you have like Jared Dudley, but like you have Marcus Gasol, Montrezl Harrell, Kyle Kuzma, people coming off, all these people coming off the bench. It's like this is a stacked team. You know,
stacked only because Bron is there though.
Right, exactly. Like, the best team that LeBron has been constructed around him. This is the best one.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. It is stacked in that sense. But like ACL said, if Bron is injured, that's a terrible team.
No,
like,
for sure.
Yeah.
They're gonna rely on AD. That's it.
Yeah. AD not really showing out this year.
Since AD teamed up with LeBron, he still haven't showed like he still can take on a team by himself.
Yeah. No, I haven't seen that from him at all. I know he had a game winner, and I know he had some good games, but he's not that assertive number one option. I don't see him as that.
Nah, not at all. But yeah, they're the best team in the West. The East though, I still think I got Milwaukee ahead of them. I got Brooklyn ahead of them. Now when I say Milwaukee, I gotta put quotations around that because we know how they do in the playoffs. But they're just running through people. Like they just run through people, and it's insane. But yeah, the Nets and Milwaukee, I think are still better than the Lakers.
I would say not even the Nets or the Bucks are better than the Lakers right now. It's a fact because I feel like the Lakers overall got it, bro. I feel like there's nobody misses from that team. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know. I'm not as sold as y'all.
I feel like it's still so much that the Nets need and Milwaukee need low key.
So much that Milwaukee needs?
Not much as Milwaukee need as much as the Nets, but I still feel like the Lakers, they got everything, bro. They got everything they need, bro.
I don't know if I trust them. I don't know if I trust them in a 7-game series. Yes, you have LeBron. Yes, you have AD. But beyond that, I'm not trusting most of these dudes in a 7-game series. Now, the fact that you have LeBron does change that to a certain extent, but I don't know if I trust this.
Bro, think about a 7-game series between the Milwaukee Bucks and Lakers. The only threat they're gonna really have, bro, is Giannis, right? And then they get Drew Holiday too. But at the same time, if they shut down Giannis, bro, that game over with. That game is completely done, bro.
Very true. Very true.
Bro, they still got LeBron, bro. Or vice versa.
Very true.
We've seen it happen so many times. If you shut down one of them niggas, bro, somebody else got to score. I don't feel like the Milwaukee Bucks don't have that. As far as Giannis, if Giannis gets shut down, somebody else gonna take over. They don't have that yet.
I feel that. Oh, okay. You know what? I'll give you Milwaukee. They're not. I don't see them taking Brooklyn, even though Brooklyn does need some more pieces. Brooklyn is a better team than the Lakers, in my opinion. And then also you still got the Clippers. Now the Lakers are better than the Clippers regular season, but when it comes to playoffs this year, now the Clippers have to get there. But I don't know if I have the Lakers beating the Clippers in a 7 game. I didn't have them beating them last year in the 7 game, but the Clippers didn't get there. But I don't know. Like I like the Clippers setup a little bit more than the Lakers, just because beyond the 2 stars. I mean,
they're not going nowhere.
true. Now you got to rely on playoff feet, but I don't know. I just like them. I like the Clippers a little bit more than the Lakers.
I feel like the Brooklyn Nets could be something similar to like the Clippers if they don't. If they do decide to keep Kyrie, bro, because I feel like that's too much. That's too much on one team, bro. That's too much, going on in one team.
Yeah. What do you think, Moss?
Can you still hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. I think that Lakers are better than Brooklyn because I'm not betting on Giannis. He has to show me something first before I keep giving him stuff.
Yeah.
Like he hasn't shown that. Like I said last year, essentially he got swept because they lost every game that he was in. The one game that he was not in, they won. So it was just like I can't give that to Giannis right now. Really can't.
What about the Clippers?
Clippers, same thing. Like I'm not looking at them for the regular season right now.
Yeah.
I'm definitely looking at them for like the playoffs. That's gonna be the real test for me. I really don't care what they do in the regular season. So again, I'm not gonna give them any type of credence right now. I'm not doing that.
Okay. So you got the Lakers as the best in the league right now?
Yeah, right. Well, yeah. I wouldn't choose them. I wouldn't choose the Nets over them right now. I still need to see more from the Nets. I'm not just gonna go off of paper because on paper, I don't feel like they're better than the Lakers right now.
Okay.
But I feel like they are better than them right now, so because they don't know what's going on out there. To me, like there's too much shit going on in Brooklyn, bro. And the Lakers already got a stat-ready team, bro. They already They already had a team, the chemistry, and everything. Now the Brooklyn Nets got to get adjusted to James Harden on the team now, and 2 other people going. I feel like that team not ready to go against the Lakers this year, bro.
True, but you got that boy Kevin Durant. Like that's
fine, bro. Look, you can't. That team, the Lakers, like I said, they have everything, bro. You can't rely on one person with the Lakers, bro.
True.
They're gonna come out of nowhere, bro. Like KD. In that game series, the best shooter hands down, right? But at the same time, we relying on one person. Well, James Harden have a bad game, bro. You just gonna keep relying on KD to get us out of that hot water, and he got to go against KD. He got to go against AD and LeBron. You know what I'm saying? That's still a lot for one person.
He also, if Kyrie said that, he also got Kyrie. Like that's what I'm saying. If James is off, KD could have Kyrie. If one of them is off, the other one still has a potential star in them, is what I'm saying. So those are your 3. Honestly, if they each can give you 30 points, something like what the Warriors used to do. I know that's asking a lot, but if they can each give you 30 points, which they are all capable of doing on any given night, that's 90 points right there.
That's not. I don't think they count on everybody having 30 points every game.
No, not every game, but I'm saying that's definitely possible with them because they all are efficient. Well, James is somewhat efficient. Kyrie's an efficient scorer.
That LeBron is not going to actually sit there and not going to stick. Like when KD's off the bench, he's not going to stick James Harden or Kyrie.
LeBron don't take the best person on the court anymore. He does that occasionally.
He do look kind of, bro. He still do.
No, he don't take the best person on the court anymore. Not regularly.
Last season, bro, you tweaking, G.
He had a couple moments, like I'm saying, moments where he'll take the best person on the floor.
If he needs to shut Kyrie down, his old team who been talking shit, he gonna stay this shit down, bro. Come on now.
No, he's not saying on Kyrie. He's not saying on Kyrie the whole game.
I ain't gonna stay on the whole game, but I'm saying they're gonna switch, bro. You gonna think LeBron gonna allow all 3 of them to get 30 points? No, bro.
No, I mean, like I said, that's just I'm saying if they're all hitting that night, like if cylinders are popping that night, for both teams, the Lakers and the Brooklyn Nets, I'm taking Brooklyn. If people are hitting that night, if people are feeling it for both teams, I think Brooklyn's the better team.
In the same way, I feel like if they do get hot, that's gonna be too much for the Lakers. But shit, like I said, I need to see the Nets play some more, G. Like I need to see with that new system they finna have, bro. I just feel like they're not ready for the Lakers, bro.
True. No, I feel that.
Bro, had all that talent, bro, and they ain't done nothing, bro. They lost against the Nuggets, bro. Come on.
Yeah, true.
I don't know,
Like,
like just put all that talent on your team doesn't mean that's good for you.
people always say, like, it takes a year once you build these like special teams. Like, it takes a year for you to find that rhythm.
Right.
So yeah, we'll see. We'll see.
All right, so we got a new big three in the league with the Nets, obviously. KD, Harden, and Kyrie. But is this the best big three that you guys ever seen? You still have the Miami Heat big three, you got the Celtics big three, and you got the Warriors big three. So we're ranking this in terms of big threes.
Warriors big three is the best.
Then you got Miami. I'll give you that. Warriors, Miami.
My favorite is Boston though. I love Boston big three with Paul Pierce, Ray Allen, and KG. Mm-hmm. But Warriors are the best big three ever.
Okay. Well, who you got, AC? You got to rank them.
I will give it to the Golden State Warriors first, simply because they put that team together without, really big names first. So I'll put that team first, and then I'll put the Miami, then Boston.
And then
I agree.
The Nets last?
Huh?
The Nets are last in your big three?
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Oh shit! I did just forget about the Nets. Yeah, we got to see.
Bro, I'll put KD go to state before I pick that Nets team, bro.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, I'm kind of with that same list. I go Golden State.
The Warriors had 3-point shooters, all three of them niggas. The next one they got two. I mean, Kyrie can shoot, but he can't shoot nowhere nearly as good as James and KD.
But yeah, I'll go Golden State, Miami, and then Boston. Just we gotta see where how these Nets act.
Bro, even if they like, I don't care even if the Nets still wins the ring, bro. I'm putting them last.
It's gonna be hard for them to be better. Yeah, it'll be hard for them to be better than the Boston big three.
It's gonna be hard to do, like, period, for all three of those teams, low key.
Yeah.
Because those big three, the only player that's better than those, you know what I'm saying, that is up there with those, like with that Miami team, is KD. KD was the only one up there with LeBron and D-Wade. I don't see James.
Real quick, we not gonna talk about the Magic Johnson, James Worthy, Akeem victory? Or not Akeem,
Kareem?
Kareem, yeah, we not talking about that victory?
No.
Oh man.
I don't like Magic Johnson. I think Magic Johnson's overrated. I've had this hot take for a long time.
That's the only reason I said it.
I had a hot take for a long time. I don't fuck with Magic Johnson.
The disgust.
Yeah, Magic, hey, I ain't gonna lie, Magic, in a way, yeah, he is overrated, but like, I'll get credit with his due.
I ain't trying to hear that from both of y'all niggas. Next topic.
I'll give credit with his due. Don't get me wrong. I'm gonna give credit with his due, but I'm saying at the same time, he
like that point guard that can't shoot. Why you point guard?
We'll have a whole episode of debating that. I'm not even gonna debate y'all niggas today.
Bro, no, I can't, bro. Because I mean, shit, I'll take LeBron over Magic.
No, you won't.
Yes, I would. Yes, the fuck I would, bro.
Would I take LeBron?
LeBron do the same thing Magic doing, but he just can score more, bro.
As much as I hate LeBron, I would think about it. You know what? Should I take Magic or LeBron?
Bro, I ain't no thinking, bro. Who gonna help you score more? He gonna give you same passing, but more scoring, bro.
Motherfucker, do I want somebody that's gonna help me score more, or do I want somebody that's gonna help the team be great?
Fuck, okay. What you mean?
Next question, because we
exactly.
That's two. You got a question for one answer, bro.
Whole episode. We're not even talking about it anymore. That's the whole episode.
All right, so we got Gordon Hayward. Obviously, people don't really fuck with him. They feel like he don't deserve his contract and stuff like that. But he's having the best year of his career in points, 3-point percentage,
took long enough,
percentage, everything. So are we ignoring Gordon Hayward as a player?
No, I mean,
not necessarily. He just came back off an injury to me.
Bradley Beal just dropped 60 and 50. Like, if your team isn't winning in this league right now, it don't matter how well you're doing. I know they got a young team, but they're just not. They're 6-6, which is not bad, but they're not really going.
They're a better team than last year. And it's
Oh, absolutely.
mostly because of I don't. Why are we gonna attribute that success to Gordon Hayward? I guess that's my bigger question.
Oh,
No, that's a team. That was a team.
If he gets into the playoffs this year and he's averaging 20 and his best career percentage and field goal percentage, 3-point percentage, free throw percentage, we got to start looking at him like, okay, maybe he's worth.
I mean, I wouldn't say that he's how much. Yeah, he's making something stupid though. Like
4-year and 20 million, I think.
I mean, I guess that's not too bad. I would pay him that.
I mean, let's not forget before he hurt himself, he was, you know what I'm saying, he was all right, you know what I'm saying, doing his thing. But I guess like for him to hurt himself, he actually more careful and he more focused. I feel like he playing now. He's focused.
Yeah, he's playing well. Like he's a good player. And if he does somehow get them to the playoffs, like he's a part of the reason Charlotte's winning games.
Right.
But it's also a team game, like AC was saying, like, or they're a team basketball team, like they play as a team. So he just, he's found his role in that team.
Right, because I feel like it wasn't a good fit for him on the Celtics. You know what I'm saying? All that young talent, it wasn't a fit for him there.
Yeah, so he's playing good. I guess he can take part of it. He can have a nice little share of the wins, but I don't know. Like I'm not gonna say he's not worth 120 million. He is having a great year. If his team wins more, it'd probably be a different story. But his team's not really going crazy.
They gotta learn how to close out more, close better.
Yeah. On the flip side of that, you got Blake Griffin, who was a part of the Detroit Pistons, who has the worst record in the league. Is we overrated Blake Griffin? Is he just drifting off into?
I think he's just drifting. I don't think anybody's really been.
He's not drifting to me because his overall game gotten better when he went to the Pistons.
True.
So he went to a you know what I'm saying, a team far as like they not on the radar. You know what I'm saying? We're not really looking for the Pistons. You know what I'm saying?
He's also not a leader.
Right.
And that might be more so what Miles was getting at. I don't know if it was or not, but he's not a leader. So like, yeah, he developed his game crazy. Like I appreciate what I've seen from him. But yeah, they're losing. He's not gonna be the dude that changes your franchise or carries your franchise to like rings or anything like that. He has to have some other pieces with him. He needs a leader.
Right. I feel like right now Blake just playing. He's just playing to be playing right now.
He's just hooping. Like that's really what it is. He's just hooping. Which is not bad. Like at the end of the day, that's all you're really gonna be doing is just hooping. But
right. Because coming from LA to Detroit, like nigga, that's a low key big loss.
Oh, he is playing trash this year though.
What's the stats looking like?
13 points a game, 13. 38% from the field, 31% from the three, 67% from the free throw, averaging 5 rebounds a game, 4 assists, 1 steal. That's not gonna cut it. That's falling off.
That team low key just weak. Period.
Yo, okay, real quick, another thing. I got a couple questions for y'all. Jahlil Okafor, like what happened? Wasn't he like the second, third pick in the draft?
Yeah.
I feel like his attitude and shit that got him in trouble with the NBA and shit. Like he got into too much shit because he do well like coming off the bench when he plays and shit. Like ain't he still on the Pelicans?
No, he's on the Pistons.
He on the Pistons now? Yes. Yeah. I mean, so with that being said, I think he just like he kind of like his name just fell off because his behavior, bro. Like
came in rocky. He got in the 76ers when he got drafted. I think his rookie year, I think he got suspended probably like twice for just he was wild.
Are we calling bust on him? He's 26 and has not.
No, I'm not calling him a bust, bro. Because like I said, when he do play, bro, he still do him low key.
If you look at like per 36, like whatever, like that advanced stat, he when you play him for a long enough time, he does okay.
Right, he gonna do him. I don't expect much from him. I don't expect too much from him. Like what he does in this game, that's just what he does. So I wouldn't call him a bust. Like if he get more minutes than like if he was actually playing a lot more and wasn't doing shit, then I'll call him a bust. But he got it. Like they got to play more for me to call him a bust, and he ain't doing shit.
But I mean, he's played like for he's played what 6 years? 6 years.
Right, and doing them 6 years, his first couple years, bro, he was always in trouble, bro.
Yeah.
So
Always in trouble.
will he ever okay, I guess my point is will he ever live up to that second pick in the draft?
No.
I feel like with Jaleel, bro, he might on some different type of story. Like he going through his mature stage right now, like on some JaVale McGee type shit.
Oh,
You know
so
what I'm saying?
later in his career,
Later on in his career, somebody else, you know what I'm saying, like the Warriors, some shit, like help him on his game, bro. That's when he gonna pop up out of nowhere, like, damn, who the fuck is this nigga? This nigga been in the league for like 10 years already. Now he getting off and shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. My next question, Karl Anthony Towns. Is it time for him to go? Is it time for him to leave Minnesota?
Nah, he got something to prove, especially to like he didn't lost his mother and shit. I feel like he got a lot of stuff. He got a lot of tank, bro. I feel like
I know he has a lot in the tank, but I'm saying is it being wasted in Minnesota?
I think that
yeah.
it's on him. It's not anybody's fault but him. So I think if he goes to another team, it's not going to change anything. It's not like Dame in Portland where Dame is balling and it's just like, Cat, he doesn't really impact the game or do enough. Like he's not that type of person. I don't feel like. I think his
would
stats
say Cat,
look like
Cat
that.
probably needs somebody on his ass, bro. He can't handle a team by himself, but if he has somebody on his ass, bro, he probably can make a big impact in the game, low key.
But even at that, because Jimmy Butler was on his ass and they did not appreciate that shit. You don't take well to.
True, I feel you, but I'm saying, like, I'm talking as far as a whole nother team. The Timberwolves let him do whatever he want, really, bro. But if he go to a whole nother team with a whole new system, bro, his gameplay might just get better because he's so used to the Timberwolves let him do what he want to do out there because he's the best player on the team. But if he actually go play with somebody like a decent ass point guard, like a Dame or some shit, or a Ja Morant or some shit, he gonna take off, bro.
Yeah, I mean he's still balling, like he be balling. Yeah. But it's like in losing efforts, and it's been like that for like the last 3 years. This is kind of
to go to a new team. That's all. He just need to go to a new team.
If y'all remember Kevin Love in Minnesota. This is showing shades of that, where you balling, but your team hasn't made the playoffs or been anything for like 5 years. And we saw Kevin Love go through that for like 4 or 5 years, and then had to leave and like change his game. Even though I hate that LeBron changed his game, do you think that's what Cat is gonna have to do, or do you think
we see KG go? We seen KG go through the same thing, low key.
True.
So maybe it's not Cat. It's the organization, bro. We seen the same thing, KG, and we seen the same thing, like you said. So with that being said, I think it's the organization to me.
I didn't even think about that. That's crazy. Because these dudes be balling out like good ass numbers, and they just be losing. That could be an organizational thing.
Yeah, bro. KG was getting off on that team, bro, and still like they was having some losing records, bro. Like that's why he had to go to the Celtics, bro.
Yeah, you know same with Kevin Love. Yo, right. So D'Angelo Russell, like, do we need to see more out of him? Is he?
We definitely see more out of him.
He's gonna be or what?
D'Angelo has all-star level. He went to all-star game. I don't know if Minnesota is the best fit for him, but the reason why people like Brooklyn now is because he took them to the playoffs. He made Brooklyn cool. So he can show that he could take a team from nothing to something. Maybe, like I said, it's the same thing with organization, because even when he was with the Warriors, although that was obviously not going to be a good fit, he still dropped 50 points like twice when he was with them. So it's like, I think D'Angelo.
I think D'Angelo need to come to Chicago.
That'd be nasty.
Yeah, I like D'Angelo. I didn't like him when he was on the Lakers. I wasn't the biggest D'Angelo.
I ain't fuck with him like that. I just know he was shooting over niggas and shit. That's about it. But I still didn't fuck with him like that.
Yeah, no, it wasn't until he got to Brooklyn. I was like, yo, like Lakers may have dropped the ball, and then he's kind of been playing in that same light, but maybe a little worse this year in Minnesota than he was in Brooklyn and Golden State. But yeah, like I just don't know. I guess it just might be the organization.
And in a way, I feel like D'Angelo, yes, he's an all-star, but at the same time, I think he would be a great role player, bro. He needs somebody else. Him and Cat need somebody like either if they stay in Minnesota, bro, they actually need a leader there, bro. I don't feel like they don't have a leader there. So if they get a leader, actually, you know what I'm
saying? They need like Mike in that locker room or something.
You feel me, bro? Like they need somebody like Kobe. Disrespect they had some, bro. You weak as hell or something, bro. Like damn.
Like, Jimmy cool, but they need somebody on like that. For some reason, they need somebody on like Kobe.
I feel like with Jimmy situation, like even with Jimmy, like he wasn't the leader. So I feel like he went to actually Miami, bro. Like when he went to Miami, I feel like, oh no, Philadelphia. When he went to Philadelphia, that's when I feel like he's really started being a leader. And then he took that mentality to Miami. That's why they got to so far last year. So, yeah, I feel like when Jimmy on that team, he didn't have that mentality of being a leader. He probably wasn't comfortable yet.
He was talking shit like he was though.
Yeah. Hey, because he probably knew that he was a decent ass player, but he wasn't for like, you know what I'm saying? They probably wasn't even vibing like that, you know. So just because they had to play together, they was vibing and shit.
True shit. But yeah, those are my two questions. I was just curious what y'all thought about those dudes.
You got any questions?
What? You said what?
AC, you got any questions? Any observations?
Oh no, I'm straight.
Motherfucker. We not getting out of this Hawks convo.
We gonna get to that. I'm waiting for one of y'all to bring the shit up, bro. He got notes for one game, bro. He got notes.
Absolutely.
Before you say your notes,
these niggas play 12 games. You got one game.
No. Before he said his notes, I want to tell you exactly what game he's talking about. He's talking about the one game against the 76ers where
that's the only game.
Ben Simmons, Tobias Harris, Steph Curry weren't playing. They had 7 players suit up. Danny Green was playing point guard. Besides Joel Embiid, people like Thomas Jones was scoring, and like, come on. So this is the game he's referring to, by the way.
Y'all told me to watch it.
Let Larry have it, bro. They play so many games. He got one game out of what, 12, 13 games?
So look, let me get this off real quick. I'm not even gonna go crazy on it. So y'all niggas was talking about Trae Young is only a shooter, right? Like he don't be driving to the cup, none of that shit, right? Let me hear that energy. Look, keep that same energy. Okay. So now the Hawks were up maybe like 8-9 points throughout most of the game until the second quarter. Now the second quarter is where I really want to bring this into kind of fruition. So yeah, I would turn my camera off with 2 minutes, with 2 minutes left in the second quarter. Let me tell you what Trae Young did.
I'm listening.
Oops in a row while driving, he threw 3 oops in a row, back to back to back. That put the game up by like 11 points. Came out of the break. So mind you, to end the second quarter, 3 oops back to back to back. Came out of the break with a midi, no 3's in this, with a midi that he hit 4 drives to the basket. So in those drives, the first was a basket, the second one was a block, third one was a goaltend, and the fourth one was a pass leading to a foul. So he dished it out after driving, kicked it, pass leading to foul. And then the last one was a floater to put them up by 23 points. And mind you, this is all coming out of the break. This is back to back to back. So he put them up 23 points in 4 minutes, my nigga. All running through Trae Young. So y'all get that? No 3.
Now, do you get the fact that all the people at Mall just announced that wasn't playing in that motherfucking game, bro?
I do. What does that have to do with Trae Young? Tell me that. What does that have to do with Trae Young driving?
A lot, bro. This one game, bro. He can have that. He can have that.
That's what
he was 9 for 19, 3 for 7. He can have that.
Gee, he drives to the cup. That's my main point. He drives to the cup way more than y'all think. In what I just showed y'all, he drove to the cup, what was it, 7 times. Seven times in a row without shooting a 3.
I'm going to say this then, Larry. Trae Young will show me something if he go against, because like I said, 76ers have all their players. That's fine. I don't care about that shit. But I want him to do the same shit when he play all them big niggas like the Cavs or the Lakers or.
He does it.
Bro, I want to see him do the same thing, bro. Because this is, bro. I want to see him do it again, bro.
Like I said, let me be clear about my stance on Trae Young. Let me be very, 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 very clear. Trae Young is a very good player. He is going to have a bright career. He's going to be an all-star. I don't want to make it seem like I'm saying Trae Young is weak because he's far from weak.
Okay, no, I know you're not saying he's weak.
Well, all I'm saying is to say that he is better than Luka Doncic is a complete overstatement. Luka Doncic is one more triple-double away, which he almost got last night. It was 1 assist away. He's one more triple-double away from passing Michael Jordan all time in triple-doubles. He's been playing in the league for 2.5 years.
That's amazing. Like, that's amazing. Russell Westbrook also averages triple-double for what, 3 seasons?
Nigga, he been in the league already for 8 years already, bro. Fuck that.
No, but I didn't know that stat about Luka. That's actually kind of nasty.
He's the second
that's
player to get as many triple doubles as he had. That's all I'm saying. He's breaking actual records.
So
Trae Young just shooting and playing.
He's a
That's what
good
Luke
all
saying.
around. Like he's a better all around player than Trae because he can rebound. I'll give you that.
And
He's not a better passer than Trae Young. Like that's been my point. He's not a better passer than Trae Young. I don't understand where
He's not a better passer than Trae Young.
No, that's been my main point. I just told y'all 4 things right
Nigga,
here.
I can do the same shit that you just did about Luka, bro. What the fuck?
Like in a row. But I'm not saying that Luka's a bad passer. Like Luka's a great passer. I'm just saying that Trae Young is a better passer. He's a better point guard than Luka Doncic.
You said episode 13, AC? Episode 13.
Episode 13, bro.
Say less.
Okay.
Say less.
That's what you said. I didn't.
That's why I'm quiet. I'm quiet, bro. This only 7, I think. All right.
Y'all told me to get my eye test proper. That's what I did.
I appreciate the notes and I appreciate you watching the game. Keep doing that. But
I do. That's what I'm saying.
This one game, I say I want him doing multiple games, bro. Multiple games. Same energy. And he got to start getting them wins up, bro.
True. They did win that last game. They on a
one
game.
That's why I said he can have that, bro. He was 9 for what? 19 for field goal. At what? 3 for what?
He was 9 for 19, like 3 for 5 from 3 or something.
Right, 3 for 7. So yeah, he can have that. But keep going, shit.
Luka played that same Hornets team that beat Trae Young twice in a row last night and busted their ass.
Right.
That's all I can say.
That's dope. Bet week 13. That's all I'm saying. Week 13. Say less. So I want this same energy.
Oh, for
sure. Let's go. I'm gonna promote that episode 13.
No, the Treyway. No, hey, good potting though, boys. I like this one. This was good.
Retro jerseys, best retro jerseys. We got to end off with that.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm going first this time. Fuck it. I'm going with the what's that? The 03 Nuggets, the 04 Nuggets.
The powder blue joints.
Yeah, yes sir.
Oh, that's the mellow joints.
Yeah. The mellow AI, right?
Yeah. Okay, I fucks with that. Go ahead, Moss.
I'm gonna go with the 95 Phoenix Suns. Going with the Suns.
Wait, which one? Which color? Which color?
I'm gonna go.
That purple or black?
I'm gonna go white. Keep it clean.
The white. The white decent. The white was decent.
I'm gonna keep it in that same white energy, man. I'm going with the New Jersey Nets. The Vince Carter joints, Richard Jefferson joints.
Yeah. Was Jason Kidd on there?
Yeah, them white with the gray Nets joint.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah. Hell yeah.
All right, y'all. Been a Retro Jersey Podcast, episode 7. We out of here.
Get it. Peace.
Peace.
All right, boys.